In this session, first we are going to discuss what is NoSQL database, types of NoSQL databases. Then we'll talk about MongoDB. So including MongoDB history and versions, use cases, as well as prominent users and MongoDB roles and responsibilities. Everything we are going to cover in this session. So I hope you are already working on some other databases. It can be Oracle or MySQL, Postgres, DB2, right? I hope you are not a fresher. Madhu, Nayandar?
Yes, Oracle and Postgres currently.
Okay, good. So then directly we'll start what is NoSQL database, then types of NoSQL, then we'll talk about MongoDB. Okay. So NoSQL stands for not only SQL. So it can be non-relational databases. Apart from RDBMS databases, we'll call it as a non-relational. So in RDBMS, before RDBMS, we have DBMS. Right? DBMS, Database Management System. DBMS Advanced, RDBMS, RDBMS Advanced, ORDBMS. That's it. We do not have any types there, right? So in NoSQL databases, we have different types of NoSQL databases. Okay. So it means non-relational. Whatever the database comes under non-relationals, that we'll call it as a NoSQL databases. In NoSQL databases, schema-less and flexible, not like RDBMS, predefined tables with the predefined data types, like that. It's not required. It's schema-less and flexible. You can store whatever the data want, including high performance, horizontal scaling, as well distributed architecture, and you can store large volume of data, terabytes of data you can store as well. Like in RDBMS also you can store, but unstructured data you can't store, right? There it's to be structured data. But here you can store large volume of data. It can be flexible data you can store. Coming to history of NoSQL. NoSQL term was introduced by Carlos Tozzi in 1988 itself. He has used this term as NoSQL database. Even Neo4j also launched in 2000, and Google they launched Big Table, and Apache they launched CouchDB. So these are all in 2004 to 2005. Even Amazon also they have their own DynamoDB for paper. They have released in 2007. Even again Apache from the same company of Apache, they have released Apache Cassandra. This is also open source NoSQL database. It was released for Facebook in 2008. Then officially NoSQL term was reintroduced in 2009 only. From 2010 onwards only, NoSQL term was popular in the market. So we have MongoDB, Reddy, Apache Cassandra, Couchbase, Cassandra. We have multiple databases in the market. Even Neo4j, their graph databases. Okay. In RDBMS, we do not have any types. Only community editions like MySQL, Postgres, MariaDB. Enterprise editions, Oracle, DB2, SQL. These are the popular databases in the market. But in NoSQL side, we have different types of NoSQL database. These are the main primary types, 4 types. Document-oriented, key-value databases, then column-oriented, and graph databases. These 4 databases are popular in the market. Coming to document-oriented databases. Document-oriented database store the data in BSON formats, and we can retrieve the data in JSON format, like including MongoDB. So it's best for web application. It can be CMS, content management system, and rapidly we are changing the data for e-commerce, web application. These are the suitable databases. So here flexible schema and support nested data and easily can scale. So it's MongoDB and Couchbase. These are the popular document-oriented databases in the market. MongoDB on the top in document-oriented databases. Key-value databases. Here you can store the data in memory instead of storing into hard disk. So popular databases, Reddy and Rake. These are the 2 popular in-memory databases. You can call it as a key-value databases. Here we are going to store the data in key-value pay. So here basically, obviously when you are retrieving the data in memory, obviously data retrieval, everything will be very fast for simple design and high performance. Where you can store the data like including sessions data, logs data, and cache data, and shopping cart. This kind of information you can store into in-memory databases. Not for complex queries, reporting, or analytics, not for this purpose. So this is best suitable for only logs data, caching data, sessions data, especially shopping cart data. These are not suitable for these databases. Redis is popular in the market. Coming to third type, which is column oriented. So instead of storing the data simply in JSON or BSON format in memory, here another way can store into columning. Okay. So column data like a Google Big Table, it's also popular in the market. So it's basically for large data for processing and analytics purpose. Okay. So it will handle huge data like Hadoop, big data will call it, right? So this kind of databases they will use actually for that purpose. So basically data warehousing, analytics, Internet of Things we can store. But if you are frequently changing the data, you can go with the MongoDB, not for Apache Cassandra, Apache HP. These two are popular, comes under column-oriented databases. So both these two popular databases from the same company, Apache, which is graph-oriented databases. So graph-oriented database means we are storing the data in graphs actually. Instead of storing the data in BSON, JSON, or in memory, we are going to store the data into graphs. So Neo4j and oriented DB, these two are popular. Neo4j on the top position. This is best for social networks and fraud detection. Simple application with limited relationship. So these are the key features. Optimized for connecting data, fast relationship queries, flexible data modeling. So these are done where we are storing the data in nodes and edges relationship. So these are the 4 NoSQL data types in the market actually. Coming to MongoDB. So MongoDB, as we discussed earlier, it comes under document-oriented databases. So MongoDB is a popular open source document-oriented NoSQL. Okay. Any database, it should be implemented by using C, C++, or Java, any programming language, right? So MongoDB has been implemented by using C++ language, and it will store the data in BSON format. BSON is nothing but binary JSON. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. So it is flexible, unstructured data where we can store. Okay. And we can store terabytes of data here. And MongoDB, they have their own license, that is SSPL, server-side public license. Like if you take MySQL, they have like a general public license. Right? In case Postgres, they have BSD, Basically Service Distribution. Like that, MongoDB, they have their own license, that is SSPL, server-side public license. It is free one. We don't need to take any license from MongoDB. So basically, MongoDB, this license was received from Tencent company. Earlier it was Tencent. Now they are calling it as a MongoDB Incorporation. So that they have renamed. If you compare with RDBMS, it's very simple architecture. Document is nothing but key value pair. Like RDBMS rows you can say. Collection is nothing but RDBMS table is simple. Database here also it's a collection, group of collections. They will call it as group of tables. Right? So some databases will support schemas, right? So in PostgreSQL, it will support schemas. So database is nothing but schemas, inside tables will be there. So it is very simple, similar like MySQL. MySQL also just instance, inside databases. Each database, they contain objects, tables. Similar structure here also. Database, inside collections. Each collection have a document. Document is nothing but key value pair. So simple, key is nothing but our RDBMS column, value is nothing but row. So for each document, it's a key value pair. Okay. So document is nothing but key value pair. Collection is nothing but RDBMS table. Database equal to RDBMS database. So it's very simple architecture. My MongoDB instance inside databases, each database contain collection. Okay. Database is nothing but group of collection. Collection is nothing but group of documents. Documents is each document is a key value pair. And unlike RDBMS, each document they need to have the same columns and same data. Suppose if you take a product DB, product number, product name, product manufacturing date, so it should be predefined structure in RDBMS. But in NoSQL database, it's not predefined structure. You can store first document can have document number, document name, document manufacture date, and some other columns, 4 or 5 columns. And document 2 can have more than 5 columns, no restriction. Document 3 can have 10 columns, no restriction. Here, you can store in each document can be unique. No need to worry about predefined structure like RDBMS. In RDBMS, it will have predefined structure with column name, data type. Then only you can insert. Here, not like that. Here, you can store unlimited data and unstructured data. Its schema is flexible. Yeah. Here, any confusion or any clarity or any information, please let me know. We can discuss on this. Because almost you people are working on RDBMS, right? It can be any database. It's almost similar. Like some database might have schema concept, some database do not have any schema concept. Similar like here, we do not have any schema concept. It's very straightforward. Instance contain databases, each database contain collections. Collection is nothing but document. Document is nothing but key value pair. That's it. Very simple architecture in MongoDB. Rashid, Nagendra?
Yeah, sharding is part of all NoSQL or only only few database supports sharding?
Sharding, yeah, good question. Actually, sharding is one of the horizontal scaling feature. That's it.
Okay.
See, if you take Postgres, they have their own features called active to passive replication or cascading, logical, like that. If you take Oracle, they have their own features, right? Similarly, MongoDB having sharding. Sharding is like horizontal scaling.
Okay.
So suppose if you have 100 terabytes of data, like if you take example, any RDBMS, master to master, or it can be primary to standby. So we are going to store 100 TB of data in one node. We're duplicating the data from one server to another server. That is called replication, right? Data duplication. But sharding is not like that. Sharding is very big concept. Yeah, we are going to use config servers, routers, SATs. We are not going to store 100 terabytes data in one node. We are distributing the data to multiple nodes. If you take 10 SATs means, so approximately 10 terabytes you can store in one node. So 10 into 10, 100 terabytes you can store, like that.
The sharding information is maintained in all the nodes. So when one specific node requesting for specific data, then there is a intercommunication happens, like how in RAG. Same thing, if row doesn't exist in one node, then it is going to call other node and it retrieves the data from other node. It's the same logic.
Same, yeah. Here we have config servers. Routers, as I told earlier, config servers, routers, and SATs. SATs actually where it will store the data. Again, each SAT is a replication. Again, replica set here will call. Suppose one node, it means like 10 terabytes data. If that node goes down, again we'll lose, right? So to avoid that, again it's a replication. So inside each SAT, again it's a replica set. So minimum 3 nodes should be there. Okay.
Oh, there is a quorum that maintains like 3 copies of data. Okay.
3 copies. Minimum. Okay.
Okay.
Config servers, as you said in Oracle, it maintain metadata actually.
Correct.
So and routers where application team will connect
Oracle,
and they
there is
execute.
What is that quorum concept? Only shared storage, but here not the shared one.
Here also quorum is for failover situation. Suppose 3 nodes means 3 divided by 2 plus 1. Minimum 2 nodes should be available, like that. That is quorum for failover purpose.
Okay.
So here also quorum concept is there for failover. So 5 nodes means 5 divided by 4 plus 1. Minimum should be available 3 nodes. Then only failover can achieve at least 3 nodes, like that.
Okay. So n plus, n, what is that? There is
a exactly. Exactly. N divided by 2 plus 1. Yeah, okay. That is the formula. Here also the same formula. Okay. So, and again, we'll talk about CAP theorem. There will clear why we have to use Apache Cassandra or MongoDB or Oracle. Here we'll get clear. So far we discussed just what is NoSQL database. NoSQL stands for not only SQL. So apart from our traditional RDBMS or ORDBMS, DBMS databases, all database comes under NoSQL databases. So DBMS database, like when I was in degree, FoxPro, DBAs, these all comes under DBMS. RDBMS, we have Oracle, SQL, Postgres, MySQL, MariaDB. Right? ORDBMS, Postgres and all comes under ORDBMS only. But NoSQL, we have different types actually. These are the popular types. Document-oriented, MongoDB on the top position. Column-oriented, Apache Cassandra is popular. Graph-oriented, we have Neo4j.
Mongo and Cassandra both are from same Apache or?
Yes. Actually, these two popular databases comes from the same company, Apache. Okay. Apache, they have this many products actually. Apache Cassandra, Apache HBase, Apache Hive. Multiple products are there from the same company.
This Aeros, and there are some other commercial versions. I think these are open source. In the Aeros.
Yes, open source.
Okay.
Yeah, see, why I have concentrated only open source, right? I will tell you. See, this is the popular website, DB ranking. So nowadays, during the lockdown, post-lockdown, even before lockdown also, like open source databases are popular, but most of the people still they're thinking Oracle only will rule the world, like that they will think about. So that is the reason most of the people is not aware open source databases. These are top databases. Here see Oracle anyway on the top position, but second position MySQL. This is open source. Third position SQL Server. See Postgres, Mongo.
But I have Postgres is getting
all are popular databases.
Yeah, I'm not sure why this ranking is. Okay.
These are the ranking wise. Almost open source databases only popular in the market. See, Apache Cassandra now coming into top 10 database. Earlier it was in 15th, 20th place. Even MariaDB also popular in the market. So Apache Hive. This is also from the same company, Apache. Amazon DynamoDB, this is popular, but it is enterprise edition. Neo4j is open source. Again, see here you can see ranking wise. Open source also it is popular in the market. It is completed to
Aurora is 44, really?
Yeah, Aurora is enterprise edition, right? Nowadays, why they are migrating from Oracle to
Aurora
Postgres?
rank is almost 40. Yeah, it's not even close to it.
Yeah, Aurora, they have their two products, right? Aurora MySQL, Aurora Postgres.
Yes.
Okay, that is for AWS. The competitor also there, right? GCP, they have their own Postgres. Azure, they have their own Azure Flexible Postgres. They have multiple databases, right? So
correct.
Their competitor is there. For Cosmos DB is there for Azure. So multiple databases there. For Elasticsearch, this is enterprise edition. So for that, open source search is there. So that is also popular in the market. So that's the reason I concentrated only open source databases. So my trainings all open source. MySQL, Postgres, Mongo, Redis, Cassandra, MariaDB. All these databases. Couchbase is there, but
Maria is open source or
which one?
MariaDB.
Yeah, that is for MySQL. See, MySQL.
Maria is like commercial or open source? It's enterprise?
Both, but not like MySQL. It's there. Enterprise also there, but MySQL is part of Oracle, right? So
right.
It is very good. Commercial support is very good actually for MySQL. Okay. Only the thing commercial support is not that much good in MariaDB. Both are same only. Actually, compared to MySQL, MariaDB is very good. They have Galera cluster, max scale, multiple storage units. Actually, the original founders, they left from Oracle, they started their own product. That's it. That is for MySQL only.
Yeah, I know.
60% of features same only, almost.
Okay.
But compared to MySQL, MariaDB is good actually. They have many features.
Enterprise Aerospike one is...
Which one?
Aerospike. Have you heard about Aerospike?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can you please spell it?
Aerospike. AERO.
Oh, it's there. 72%. Aerospike. Multi-model, right?
Oh, okay.
Multi-model means you can use as any NoSQL database.
Open source.
It can be column-oriented.
Oh, okay.
You can click on it. So you can use as a key value pair or graph or document board. You can store multi-model means you can store whatever. Open source only, and commercial also there.
Okay. So document and key value. Okay, that is the multi. Okay.
See, we can use as a Redis, we can use
Key
as a
values.
MongoDB, we can use as a Neo4j, like that. Even you can use a
Oh,
particle
yeah.
DBAs.
Okay.
So
All
multi-model means you can use as any. Even if you see here also multi-model they are saying, but it's not like stronger for NoSQL data. Even Redis also multi-model only.
okay.
MongoDB also commercialization will support multi-model only. See. So nowadays all databases will support, like they are saying, multi-model only.
Like
You
every
can use as a
model separate binaries or the same binaries we have to enable some kind of features in this?
yeah, that's it. Like storage engine concept. Like if you take MongoDB,
Okay.
you want to use as a Redis, like we have to take enterprise Redis. They have in-memory storage
Enterprise.
engines.
Okay.
By default, Vector is the default storage engine, similar like MySQL concept.
Document
They
is
have
the
storage
default
engines.
feature, but if you want another like the KV, K value, then we have to get a license for that.
The license version.
Okay.
Memory storage engine, it is not supported open source. So we have to use as a document oriented, because the main purpose of MongoDB is to store the document values. You want to use as a Redis, you have to take license.
Mm-hmm.
Even Redis also. Redis open source, its main purpose for key value in memory. You want to use as
a document store, but again, that is the same story.
Same. Similar Apache Cassandra also, it's column oriented. Want to use as a MongoDB, again you have to take license.
So the key value column oriented is separate, not the same. Okay.
It's a key value means simple, like
there's a key
data,
and
logs
there's a
data.
value. Okay,
Yeah,
that is key
that's it.
value. For the column oriented, yeah, don't know.
It is Apache Cassandra is different.
Okay.
So like that, many databases, not only this, nowadays they are calling it as vector databases, time series databases. Yeah, many databases in the market. These are the 4 popular types actually. Okay. Now nowadays some people they are calling AI databases, vector databases, time series databases, timescale DB, cockroach DB. Some people they consider as a time series vector database. This is also popular nowadays. Cockroach DB is there. That is also popular in the market.
Anyone doing the training on Cockroach or Egovoid, the distributed database?
Sorry?
Cockroach and Egobyte. I'm looking for a distributed one. Is there any trainer who?
Cockroach DB is like for Postgres actually. It is based on Postgres database.
Only like the architecture and some.
Almost same like Postgres only. This is for Postgres only. Okay. So MongoDB is very simple architecture. Database inside collections. Each collection is a document. Okay, document is an embedded document. So coming to history, MongoDB was introduced by Tangent Company in 2007 actually. Later, it was renamed to MongoDB Incorporation. Now we are calling it as a MongoDB Incorporation. Okay. And these are the versions actually. They started with 2.1, then 3x series, 4x series, 5, 6, 7. Now 8x series is the 8.3 is the latest version. As of June, 8.3.2. I think now 8.3.4 they have released. This is the latest version. 8.3 is the major version. .x is the minor version. Here itself you can see the main MongoDB comes under document oriented mainly. Even you can use as a key value. MongoDB.com is the main website actually. Only one website. Here you can see lib symbol. Here only you can download the sub. Eight 8.3.4 is the latest version as of now. Older version 8.2, 8.0.
So your training is exclusive MongoDB, right? You don't cover other. database like Cassandra and
I think I mentioned right here. Might be you missed.
Here. LinkedIn, it's MongoDB training. Okay.
No, not MongoDB. Here itself I mentioned right. I'm open source DBA trainer. I can teach myself.
I'm seeing
Postgres. I
this
mentioned
course,
right.
this exclusive course. So whatever we are
Yeah, this
in,
is only for
MongoDB oriented, right? Yeah.
This is only for MongoDB course. So here we are going to cover only MongoDB topics only. So as of now, 8.3.4 is the latest version. .4 you can consider as a minor version. Later also 1 month, 2 months, they will fix the bugs again. They will release 8.3.56. That is common in MongoDB. And these are the major features. MongoDB, they have their own availability features. Replica set. It's nothing but a traditional replication. So where you duplicate the data from one node to another node. But especially in MongoDB, would you have automatic failure? Internal elections there, voter concept is there, hidden replica, and delay replica. So standby, it's multiple replicas are available. So it is very interesting topic. Replica set. Automatically, primary goes down. Any one of the secondary will become primary based on the priority available nodes. So sharding, it's a very big concept for horizontal scaling. Instead of storing the data in one node, we are distributing the data to multiple nodes. Here internally, SATs will be there, config server, routers. It's a very big concept actually. And we are going to cover practically both the concept, replica set as well as sharding. Okay. And it's a flexible schema. As I mentioned earlier, it's unstructured data where we can store. These are the major core features. Indexes, it will get support, rich queries, and aggregation frameworks, high performance, asset properties, atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. And by default, 16 MB document you can store. You want to store more than that, GridFS concept is there. It's very easy administration. Here also you do have user management, roles concept, grants, revoke, drop user shift like other databases. And advanced features. It is supporting vector search, geographical indexes, advanced features. Even query also you can encrypt, including code indexing. So earlier, cloud support is not there. PaaS services as of now for MongoDB especially we do not have. That's the reason MongoDB Incorporation, they have their own MongoDB Atlas. They're saying it's a multi-cloud PaaS service. Internally, you can use AWS or GCP or you can use Azure. So MongoDB Atlas is a multi-cloud PaaS service. Okay. Graphically, you can maintain similar like AWS RDS. Okay.
So what is Atlas? Multi-cloud?
Yeah, Atlas, as I mentioned, multi-cloud PaaS service.
Okay.
Internally, you can use AWS or
MongoDB or it's a commercial tool?
Commercial only. Obviously, it's a commercial only.
Oh, it's not from Mongo. It's from third party, Atlas?
Yeah, I mentioned cloud, right? AWS, they will give it free of cost. AWS, GCP, Azure.
Yeah, that is integration part, but like a enterprise manager, right? Oracle has an enterprise manager. Like we can manage all.
No, cloud, they never offer any free services, right? Obviously, how to pay. So,
MongoDB Atlas is cloud?
Yes.
Can't we use it for on-prem MongoDB? Okay.
This is for on-prem DB. You can take MongoDB license if you want to use you want to use as a Redis or Apache Cassandra.
So the monitoring piece, let's say observability, how are we going to monitor the MongoDB cluster on-prem?
So you have multiple types, right? Why we need to worry? Datadog is there, Neuralink is there. Many monitoring tools are available in the market.
Oh, the third one.
So even Percona there, Percona PM there. There are so many monitoring tools available, right? Why we need to worry about monitoring? Even Grafana is there, Prometheus is there.
Yeah, I know.
In case open source side. But you know why you are asking? Why you are asking?
No, I'm asking. It's an exclusive tool from MongoDB. So those are third-party tools. I know.
Actually, MongoDB provides a MongoDB Compass tool, which is the official tool.
No, that is GA tool actually.
GA tool. GA tool. further
The
away from
monitoring means historical data we can store, right? Compass is like similar like MySQL. They have MySQL workbench, Postgres, PGAdmin for
The
right?
client
Similar.
tool. Okay, the client
That
tool.
is GA tool, graphical user interface. Only
Yeah.
for small administration operations like a backup restore
Yeah, that
or
is client
query.
tool. And then it's a client tool. Okay.
It's not client tool, it's a GUI tool, graphical user interface.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can
that's what-
perform even
yeah.
administrative
Even
operations.
Postgres has like PGAdmin, similar kind of tool, right?
Yeah, similar.
Yeah.
But you
PTM.
want to store historical data, obviously we need monitoring tools. Datadog is popular for MongoDB, NoSQL databases. Even New Relic also nowadays is popular. Even Percona have their own monitoring tools. They have multiple. Even few companies are using
Okay.
even Grafana, Prometheus also.
Okay.
You don't need to worry. Even Ops Manager is there from MongoDB itself. Ops Manager also, Ops Manager also popular in the legacy application, banking domain, finance domain. They will use Ops Manager.
Okay,
Ops Manager also can use.
That is free or enterprise? That's licensed based.
License. Few version is there for limited feature. You want more features, obviously you need to take license.
Okay.
Okay. So in open source side, not only MongoDB, even if you take up Apache Cassandra, MySQL, you have multiple options. So we don't need to worry about monitoring tools. Okay. These are the major use cases. So MongoDB is a document oriented. Obviously, you can use to store web application, mobile applications, e-commerce, especially CMS. Even you can use Internet of Things, gaming, AI, machine learning. Okay, these are the real-time personalization. These are the major use cases. Because flexible schema can store high availability, have replica set, and horizontal scaling using sorting for storing terabytes of data. Okay, even cloud integration also there, on-prem support. Especially MongoDB supports multiple programming languages as well as multiple operating systems. Anyway, Windows rare cases, mostly we'll go with Red Hat or Ubuntu, CentOS. Okay. It supports Windows also, but in real time, I don't say Windows servers. So mostly we'll go with Linux only. Okay. And it supports multiple programming languages as well, Java, .NET, Perl, Ruby, Python, Groovy. They can use any programming language. MongoDB supports almost all popular programming languages. Even you can see in the website here also, in DB engines, here also you can see. It supports almost all popular languages, as I mentioned earlier. Apart from this, even Rust is there, Scala, there are multiple programming languages it will support. And it supports, these are the popular operating systems, including Windows, Solaris. Okay. But mostly we'll use Linux only. Windows, very rare cases. Mostly Linux. So Red Hat is popular. Even open source side, Ubuntu is popular.
So it can be installed on single server or multiple servers, like say if you got sharding, like, right?
Yeah, single means if you have 50 terabytes of data, just assume 50 terabytes data can support any, it can be Azure or GCP or anything. 50 terabytes data means how much memory is required. So that is not limited, right? We can't get 1 TB of memory. It's very difficult, right? So limitation is there. No? So that's what we have to use replica set or sharding based on our data. Standalone server, very rare cases, especially in MongoDB.
Which one, sorry?
Standalone servers, very rare cases.
Okay.
Standalone, in real time, we don't see any standalone servers. Minimum replica set is compulsory. Because standalone server means if something went wrong, we lose the data, right? Compulsory should have replica set.
Okay, let's say if we have a 10 terabyte date with replica set, how much storage we need? Let's say we have 3 servers.
Same only. Replica set is it's like a replication only.
Maintain all
it's
3
not even
10
stored.
10 terabyte.
Yeah, same terabytes. Replica set is data duplication. That's it. Similar like RDBMS replication. Only the thing here, automatic failover is there, and we have arbiter concepts. Okay. The way how it will store and features will be different.
Okay. So is it going to support the compression?
Yeah, compression also obviously it should support. No? because we are storing terabytes of data. Obviously, it will
Right.
suffer.
Okay.
Compression, here we have multiple compression formats.
Okay.
So these are the prominent customers worldwide, even like Cisco, IBM, Uber, so even Coinbase in UK, Belkis, even British Telecom project is there. In Europe, ASOS is there. Even Middle East companies also, they are using MongoDB, MySQL, Postgres databases. So earlier they are using Oracle DB to all enterprise databases. Now even Dubai company like Dubai Police, Dubai banking, Saudi banking, they are using nowadays MongoDB, MySQL, Postgres, MariaDB, all open source databases. They started during the lockdown, post lockdown. Most of the Middle East companies they started earlier. They are using only enterprise databases. Now they also started in India. Obviously,
Yeah, a lot of companies are moving from enterprise to open source.
Yes, because why I am talking about only this Saudi Dubai, right? They're rich countries, right? So in earlier they are using only Oracle, but in Dubai there are a lot of openings nowadays for Indians. So they are using MySQL, Postgres, MongoDB. Okay, even in Singapore also there, Canada. So everywhere they are using MongoDB, MySQL, Postgres now.
So what is the enterprise area? I think this every open source there is the enterprise commercial engine, right? Like, what is that MongoDB equivalent enterprise version?
Same only MongoDB Enterprise. That's it.
No, I think there are some these players, right? Amazon is using like Aurora. They are using this.
No, that is for only for MySQL Postgres. MongoDB is standard. MongoDB Enterprise, MongoDB Community. That's it. We do not have any names.
There are some.
There is no names.
Not open, yeah, there are some commercial versions. In these players, they use the same code and they make some enhancements and release as their own product.
That is even if you have Talent, you also can launch your name MongoDB. Like Percona, they started Percona MongoDB.
Okay.
MongoDB, they won't change the name. Like because
yeah, I know.
they use
MongoDB. Talking about like Aerospike, there are some players are there. I think they use
Percona MongoDB also popular in the market.
Okay.
MongoDB itself, they are using MongoDB Enterprise Edition, Common Edition. You want to use like memory and advanced auditing, advanced security, then obviously, especially monitoring tools, backup tools, obviously we need it. Similar like MySQL or Postgres. If you are using only Common Edition, obviously you won't get any backup tools, monitoring tools, production support. So here also same. Common Edition itself, it's fine. Even in Aadhaar card also, we are using MongoDB only. Our entire Aadhaar card details in India, it will be storing in MongoDB. And MySQL for transactions data.
But Mongo is one layer, right? I think the data might be some RDBMS, right? The front, maybe they might be using this Mongo, but I think let's say if you retrieve some data, is there everything on Mongo?
Let me complete. I mentioned MySQL also, right? Let me complete here. I already worked for Aadhaar card. I clearly mentioned, right? MySQL, they are storing trans. You are missing, and again you are asking the question.
Sorry, I missed that statement. Okay.
So I clearly mentioned they are using MySQL as well as MongoDB. MongoDB for storing transaction data, biometricals, all this they are storing into MongoDB. Even they are using Apache, Cassandra, Hadoop kind of databases also. Okay, it's not like a single database nobody will use, right? Obviously, in backend they will use multiple databases. Even it can be Flipkart or Paytm or Swiggy, anything. They won't use only MongoDB.
Yeah, it depends on application.
They should use Oracle for transaction data. They might use MySQL for storing non-important data. They will use multiple databases. Reddy for in-memory. Any project they will use multiple databases nowadays. They will not use only one database. These are the popular customers or clients you can say in worldwide. In India also, there are many companies that are using. Here I mentioned few companies, Swiggy, Paytm, Flipkart, Reliance Jio. So Jio also nowadays there are many openings for MySQL, Postgres, all this, even Flipkart, Wells Fargo, especially Wells Fargo, Infosys, TCS, everywhere they are using open source databases. Because as you are aware, why organizations are choosing MongoDB, because it's a main open source as well as flexible schema, high performance, and we have sharding concept for horizontal scaling, availability. They have their inbuilt replica set, cloud ready. It supports on-prem as well as cloud, and AI vector sets also they are supporting. You can store time series data, vector search data, everything. That is the reason global adoption is nowadays is very good actually. These are the DBA roles responsibility. Every DBA installation, upgrade, sometimes for minor versions, major versions, and configure replica sets, setting, troubleshooting, maintenance, monitoring, and maintenance users, roles, privileges, as usual automated. Nowadays, these are the automated. Right? So we need to use Ansible or Terraform. Okay, at least basic idea we should have nowadays. So automation also as a DBA how to perform. Automation is also okay. Capacity planning as usual. Okay. These are the minimum roles responsibilities as a DBA, especially for MongoDB. Here we have backups restore like physical backup, logical backup. We can achieve phantom recovery through upplug. Only the way how we can achieve phantom recovery, backup restore, the different way only. So logical backup, physical backup, very common. Only the way how we are taking is different from other database. That's it. Almost same concept. User management here also we have okay backups, replication, sharding. Everything is common across all the databases. Only here the way how we are using is different. As usual, system health, OS level as well as database level. OS level, CPU, memory, hard disk, network IOPS, locks, disk space, and database protection, backups we have to monitor, replication length, sharding health.
Raja, could you please tell me that which physical backup options are available in MongoDB?
Physical backup is nothing but a file system level, right? So it's like similar like MySQL only. We do not have multiple table spaces or multiple mount spans like Postgres, Oracle. Here, single mount point, Reddy, MongoDB, or whatever the data mount point we are using. Single mount point. So single mount point, you can use LVM backups. You can directly use tar or rsync. Your ways you can take in any format. Physical backup is nothing but raw backup, right? File system level. You can use whatever the method you prefer. LVM backups, or you can use tar command directly, you can tar, or dynamically you want to take like just fsync lock, fsync unlock. But in this you can take the file system level, Reddy, MongoDB, whatever the mount point you have configured, you can take. That's it.
Okay. But these are the file system level operation that you're talking about. I'm actually talking about the official support for any physical backup tool that is being provided by like MongoDB.
Oh, okay, got it. Like PG based backup, like that you are thinking. Here we do not have such concept. There is no MongoDB backup directly from OS level commands you can take. Similar like MySQL. In MySQL also do not have any commands, right? Especially in Postgres we have PG based backup.
In MySQL open source databases, especially like we are using like in for physical backups, we are using extra backups. Extra backups.
That is third party tool. Right?
Yeah, third party tool. Yeah.
Not built-in tool, right? Like Postgres PG backup is inbuilt tool. That is not a third party tool actually. So in especially Postgres we have inbuilt tools, but in MySQL that is third party tool from Percon. Even for MySQL, not only MySQL, Postgres, MongoDB also Percon they started. Okay? Percon is common nowadays. It is they started earlier this with MySQL. Now they are supporting for MongoDB as well as Postgres also. Postgres some pieces only there. For MySQL, Percon toolkit is there. In Percon toolkit, we will get so many extensions for online schema changes. You can complicate the data or slow queries unless like that. This is popular. You are talking about extra backup, right? Even for MongoDB also they started recently. MongoDB backup for MongoDB. Percon backup. This also can use. Earlier they started with extra backup only for MySQL actually.
Is it supports logical as well, just physical backup?
In Postgres, like PG backup is the backup recovery option,
Yeah,
which
Postgres
also
was both logical and physical. It's the same thing for Mongo as well.
Physical nice. In a database, those two common, right?
Logical, I'm
Physical
talking about.
backup,
Let's say if
logical
I
backup.
want specific only few tables or few
See,
or
in
collections, whatever.
Percono or any physical backup tools, object level you can't take, right? Whatever the database we are using, MySQL or MongoDB or Postgres. Suppose I want to take only one database or one collection, it's not possible, right? In any database with any tool, it's not possible. Physical
No,
backup
I'm
is
talking about logical. Logical backup is possible. Yes, you can take.
logical backup everywhere possible.
Oh, even Mongo.
MySQL is possible.
Okay.
This is for taking terabytes of data, physical backup, right? For not for logical backup. These are the tools for taking terabytes of data without locking, taking faster than open source tools.
Okay.
So logical backup, why we need these third-party tools? MongoDB is there, Mongo Export is there. MongoDB itself, that's giving multiple utilities. You can call it as a commands. MongoDB is there, Mongo Export Import also there, Mongo Restore, to restore. So you can take object level, you can take query level, you can take database level, instance level. You can take. Same like other databases. MySQL, they have MySQL dump. Postgres, they have PG dump, PG restore. Like that. Same. Here also can take object level, even query level, database level, instance level.
Okay, got it.
So Percona is for MongoDB, MySQL, as well as Postgres also. See, Postgres also they started. So these are the common OS level health as well as database set. Here especially we have replica set as well as SADing, right? How to monitor.
Okay.
And coming to CAP Theorem. So CAP Theorem is proposed by Eric Brewer. Eric Brewer is the person who has introduced this CAP Theorem. CAP is nothing but consistency, availability, partition tolerance. So any database, you can think about any database. It can be Oracle, Postgres, or MySQL, MongoDB, Apache Cassandra. 3 components at a time, it does not support. Consistency, availability, partition tolerance. Consistency also important. Availability also important. In case failure, partition tolerant also important, right? So MongoDB fits under consistency, partition tolerant. We have to sacrifice availability. If you are using replica set or if you are using sharding, you have to sacrifice availability. And consistency availability will be good in Postgres, MySQL, this kind of databases. Availability partition tolerant will be good in Apache, Cassandra, Couchbase, RAG, DynamoDB. So at a time, 3 you cannot achieve. CP means consistency availability. So data remains consistent across all the nodes. When you are reading the data, when you are writing the data, across all the nodes, when you are retrieving, it should be consistent. Partition tolerant. So due to some failure, it can be network failure or it can be disk crash. So data should be available across all the nodes. Applications should not go down. So MongoDB support, Apache HBase or Zookeeper, these are the even primary standby if you are using, obviously you can achieve. Even MySQL having their own source replica concept. If you are using MySQL source replica, obviously you can achieve consistency and partition. Availability partition tolerant will be good in Apache Cassandra, DynamoDB, Couchbase. MySQL having multiple types of replications, right? Activity active, passive. Activity active if you are using, even you can achieve availability partition tolerant. But here we have to sacrifice consistency. See, if you are using source to replica, we have to sacrifice availability. If you are using activity active replication, we have to sacrifice consistency. So 3 at a time we cannot achieve. Consistency, partition tolerant will be good in single node MySQL or Postgres. Coming to MongoDB, MongoDB fits under consistency, partition tolerant. Because in replica set also, primary only can accept writes. You cannot do writes on secondary servers. So replicas only for read purpose, not for write purpose. Okay. So during the partition failure, so primary obviously
there is no active concept. Right?
Yeah, in MongoDB, it's only replica set, that is active to passive. One primary, multiple secondary servers.
Okay, primary goes down, then standby is going to become the primary.
Because automatic failover is there. That is very interesting and good concept here. But
Right
in
now,
RDBMS, do not have.
clustering means active kind of.
Active to active, we do not have. Active to passive one.
Any third-party tools?
I don't think. For MongoDB, there is no third-party tools will support active to active.
Okay.
No. There is no such tools for especially MongoDB. No such concept. Active to active.
In replica set replication, when we are using in MongoDB, then what if our primary node gets failed or is restarted? Then the secondary node, on which criteria it will decide that what will be the next master node or primary node from the secondary nodes?
Here internally voting concept is there. Voting elections will get happen, and nearest node or priority node will become primary. Priority concept there, quorum concept is there, and nearest consistent replica automatically it will become primary. If you have one primary, 4 secondary, or one primary, 2 secondaries, primary goes down in between two nodes, whatever the node having consistent data, or if you set the priority, then that priority node will become primary. So priority also it will consider.
Okay.
So it is interesting concept, and we will discuss in detail with practical sessions. I will always suggest Linux operating system. Better we can install with VMware or VirtualBox or Hyper-V. So you want to practice all before going to discuss replica set, is one node is fine. Okay, for all the concepts, is one node is fine. For setting replica set and sharding, at least minimum 3 nodes is required. So later you can clone it.
Okay. Rather for sharding concept, the option that is provided by the MongoDB, how much minimum nodes are required? Like for replica set, there is 3 minimum nodes are required.
Yes.
Yeah.
Odd numbers is required actually.
For sharding, how many minimum nodes are required?
Yeah, good question. Actually, say sharding, as I mentioned, config servers, shards, and routers, right? Routers minimum 1 or more routers. Okay. 1 plus server. Then config server, earlier it can be standalone. Now it should be replica set. Minimum 3 nodes. 1 plus 3, minimum 4 nodes. Plus shard, minimum 1 shard or more. Minimum 2 shards is required. Again, each shard again replica set, right? 3 plus 3, minimum 6 servers. 6 plus 4, minimum 10 servers.
Okay, that's a huge setup.
That's right. Huge setup for.
And for how much, if let's suppose we are using replication, so there is limit for the replica set replication. Like if the sizes grow more than 10 TB, then obviously database responses get slowed. Then definitely we have switched for sharding. Is there any specific criteria that is being decided by the MongoDB that what if your size is exceeded that much, then you have to go for a sharding? And is there any criteria that we have to decide that either we have to use replica set or sharding?
That is, as a DB, we have to analyze, right? How much data growth is there? We have to decide as a senior DB, because MongoDB, they does not suggest us go for sharding or go for replica set. As a DB, you have to analyze the replica set or sharding based on our application data growth, and then you have to decide and we have to suggest. That's it. Nobody will suggest us.
Okay.
As a DB, we have to suggest. We need to analyze, then suggest. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's DBA suggestion, not a suggestion by MongoDB.
No, not from. If you are taking any enterprise license, then you can raise the ticket. I have this much data. Is it okay with replica set, or shall I go with the sharding? You can raise simply one ticket. They will suggest. That's it. Based on data limitation, they will suggest. Otherwise, as a senior DB, we can analyze. We can suggest.
Okay, got it.
Until unless you have 100 terabytes, more than that. Otherwise, it's a good replica set. Across most of the clients, they will use replica set is common actually. Sharding, very few clients, they have data huge, then only they will go for sharding. Because sharding, as we discussed, it is a huge concept, right? Minimum 10 servers, minimum setup.
Yeah, definitely.
So sharding, like a banking domain, finance domain, like telecom domain, they will use. So small, middle scale, okay, small scale, they don't need sharding concept.
One more thing is, I think where multi-write concept is being, used in your application, then we have to, go with the sharding based concept, because multi-write is not supported in replica set, right?
Yes, yeah. That is the drawback. So Apache Custom, the peer-to-peer, there it will support. It can do read and write on any node. That is in Apache Cassandra, not in MongoDB. That is not available. Only can do writes on the primary. Reads can be happen second.
Yeah.
That's what. If you are modifying or actually you are reading and write on multiple applications, then obviously Apache Cassandra is good. Peer-to-peer, you can do reads and writes on any node. Suppose 3 nodes or 5 nodes. In 5 nodes, you can do read and write.
Okay.
That is to peer-to-peer architecture. It is like a primary secondary concept.
Yeah, like in MySQL, we use master replication, so which is multi-master replication kind of setup.
Yeah, in MySQL only is there. Even if you talk about Postgres, there is no such concept active to active, right? That is the reason they started logical replication.
Yeah, logical replication.
Logical replication also one way. Now they started in 16 version. They started bidirectional. Earlier even bidirectional also not there. No? One direction.
Yeah.
That part it is supporting, but even EDB, Enterprise DB or second core and multiple tools are there, but those are not stable and not like it's not good tools actually. I mean good tools, but not like you can't trust actually. Active tools are supporting, but nobody is using actually.
Yeah, because I think they are not actually production grade tools. That's why they so.
That's right.
So one thing, this Postgres is active passive only, right? You said the bidirectional. What does it mean? Like
logical replication they started like DML operations you can replicate.
Only DML. Okay.
Yeah, only DML. Now they are supporting truncate actually. Truncate will support
DML. Even that is active, right? Why are you going to replicate from standby to primary?
Bidirectional, right? Standby. See how like as he mentioned, right? I want to do reads and writes on multiple applications. In that case, active to active is compulsory. No? If you have 2 servers, they can do read and write on any server. It will replicate vice versa. A to B, B to A.
Then active is possible in Postgres? That's what you're saying?
That's what using logical replication.
Okay, that is 16 onwards. Okay.
Yeah, system. But the 10 itself they introduced logical replication. One way.
Yeah, that is one way I'm aware of it. But bidirectional, the 2-way.
System is there, right? I have already included in my course content. You can see my course
content. The user can use standby as a active.
Read and write active. Yeah, vice versa. See, A publication, B subscription, right? So reverse, if you configure, in B will configure publication, A will configure subscription, then bidirectional. That's it. Only earlier, why it is like problem, infinity. If you insert A server, it will go to B. Again, it will back to A, right? That is infinity. It is an issue actually till 16. In 16, origin none they introduced. So infinity loop, it has now solved actually.
Okay.
But MongoDB do not have active to active. Okay. Earlier, master to slave, same concept like MySQL. Master to slave was there. Now they have removed. There is no master to slave concept. When I started, like in 2007-8, that time master to slave replication was part of our course. Now it has deprecated. It's not there. So master to slave concept is not there. Replica set is there. Okay. Earlier 2 nodes also can come. Same like MySQL, master slave concept.
Okay.
But
now it's not there in Mongo. Okay.
Yeah, that is very long back.
Like a cluster.
Minimum replicas. Earlier simple
that
2
is
servers.
You have to maintain minimum 3 like that, odd numbers. Okay.
It's a formula is there. N number of divided by 2 plus 1. 3 servers means 2. 5 servers means 3. Like that. Formula is there.
Okay. So what are you going to cover the course and how long?
Yeah, already attached in the like LinkedIn and everywhere.
Oh,
The same concept. This is the theoretical topic. From here, everything practical only. That's what I suggested. CentOS is open source. You can use CentOS, or if you have license version Red Hat, also can use URBIS. Or Fedora is there. Rocky Linux is there. Multiple options. I suggest CentOS. So in Linux, we have M repository, RPM, a generic binaries also there. 3 types of installations there. In Windows, MSA, zip-arcade, 2 types of installations. Then architecture internals. Here, development topics like, because MongoDB is totally different from other databases. Right? Here, not like insert, update, delete. Here, syntax is totally different. That's what I have included here. Basic commands, how can perform insert, update, delete, what is TTL collection, uplog, map reduce. So this is actual development topic, these 2, but I have included. So that you will get clarity. What are the commands we will use from the developers? Okay, how to create a collection, update, delete, insert, what is profiling. These are very useful concepts. Here also indexing. So here we have different types of indexes. Single field, compound key, multi-key, partial index, parse index, unique index. Okay, these are the indexing concepts. Here again DBA topics like user management. Here we have role-based access control as well as grant, revoke commands, roles concept is there. Backup restore. Here we are going to cover physical backup as well as logical backup. Phantom recovery. Here uplog is nothing but transaction log where it will store the transactions. But unfortunately, it's not a log actually. It's a table kind of thing. So from here you can achieve phantom recovery. We'll take a scenario and we'll perform dynamically how we can retrieve the data, how we can recovery. So uplog is very important to achieve phantom recovery. So when full backup is required, then uplog.
Actually, upload is same like binary logs, right? In MySQL.
Yes, in Postgres formats. But unfortunately, it's not a log actually.
Okay. So in Postgres we use vol files. In MySQL we use like binary files.
Binary logs. But those are like physical logs, right? It's not a physical log. It's a collection actually. Uplog is a fixed collection.
Okay.
You have to mention the size actually.
Actually, uplog is being used to store the incremental changes right after the full backup, right?
Yes. Incremental change, same concept like wall logs or binary logs. Only the thing here it is a collection. Collection is the RDBMS table. Okay.
So when we are taking the full backups in MongoDB, then we have to also take care of the uplog as well. Yeah.
Yes. You have to mention uplog. Then only it will get. If you are taking physical backup, obviously everything in a single mount point, right? Everything will get.
Yeah.
If you are using CPR, RSync, or if you are using LVM backups, whatever you want, obviously uplog will come automatically.
Okay.
Similar kind of concept, only the thing here is different. Only it is a table kind of thing. Like here we'll call it a collection.
Okay.
It's a capped collection. We'll call it a capped collection is nothing but fixed collection. We need to mention the size. 1 GB or based on your daily transaction. 1 GB or 2 GB, 4 GB, like that. We have to mention the size.
Okay.
And anyway, suppose if you set for 4 GB, after reaching 4 GB, it won't throw any error. Okay, it will purge whole data. It is first in, first out.
Okay. Like LRU algorithm is being implemented in this table, like the whole data is being purged if the specification is filled up.
Yes, we'll call it as a capped collection actually.
Okay.
So that's what based on your daily transaction, we have to set size. Otherwise, we'll lose the data. I mean, transactions, not data, transactions will lose. If something went wrong, then it is difficult to perform phantom recovery. So this size is very important. What's your phantom recovery? Based on your daily transaction, how we are taking the backups. If you are taking the backups, incremental backup and hourly or like every 12 hours or at least 1 day, then no need to worry about this one. Size is accordingly cancelled.
Okay.
So for daily 1 GB.
And one more thing is, I think uplog is also used for syncing the replica nodes as well, right?
Exactly, yeah. So uplog is very same like as I mentioned earlier, it's similar like MySQL binary log, right? Binary log is very
Yeah,
important to
yeah,
replicate the data from one server to another server. Right? Here
yeah.
also uplog is crucial. So changes will get sync from one server to another server based on uplog.
And one more constraint is like in MySQL, the binary log is being generated in a file. So these changes are being generated in our file system. So there's no such table that are being stored such information. So it's
Yes,
on our storage basis. So it's
yes,
here in MongoDB, it's on schema and on collection base or table base, right?
yes. But anyway, physically it will get stored, right? Even though it is a table, but physically it will store in the data directly. While taking the backup, physically it can copy uploads.
Okay. So
Physical
when we
files.
are, when we are configuring a new replica set or trying to add a new replica set in our EC cluster, then definitely we have to copy the uplog files as well, right?
No. MongoDB, that is the beauty of MongoDB. Not like MySQL Postgres. Suppose take example, one primary, two secondaries. Okay. My secondary, one of the node got crash or data like crash or node itself crash. Not like Postgres MySQL. We are not going to take the logs or backup to restore into second node. Simply release the data directory mount and start service. Automatically it will sync.
Okay.
We are not going to perform anything. Okay. That is very good in MongoDB. It's like MariaDB Galera cluster. Galera cluster, how it will work, right? Even like Patroni for Postgres. Patroni cluster is there, na? Similar concept.
Yeah, Patroni cluster. Yeah.
Patroni, MariaDB, especially Galera cluster. So here, secondary node goes down or crashed or data, something goes wrong. Just simply remove the data directory, start service. Automatically it will sync. You don't need to worry about uplog or backup restore.
Okay. So when we are, trying to add a new replica set in our existing cluster, what could be the, easiest step that we have to follow?
Simple. Just add that node corporation file. Just rs.add. Very simple command. Dynamically
Okay.
can remove node. Similar like as I mentioned, MariaDB cluster.
No, what could be the prereqs? That's the command that we use to add the node. But the thing is, like, we have to provide, we have to restore the backups and these kind of
No,
stuff
that's
that we have to
what.
follow.
That's what. Here I mentioned that clearly. No such things as required here. No backup restore.
That's
Just
really
simply.
interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting.
That's right.
Because when we are just want to add another node, just rs add and give the
Yes.
parameters of IP and some kind of code.
Simple steps. Suppose you want a B, C, three servers there. A primary, B, C, or secondary. Now you want to add D server. Simple. Take any server node config file. Here MongoDB.config. Copy, enter config file to new node and make sure firewalls here 270.1.7 is the default port number. Firewalls enable it and copy the configuration file, start service. Okay. Then go to primary node rs.add of this IP address and port number. That's it. Automatically sync will get started. Full sync, then incremental sync with uplog.
Okay. That's really interesting. Because these I have not in our practical scenario I have not seen such a tool that provide so kind of
that's right. But in MongoDB Galera cluster is there, na? MongoDB Galera cluster is the thing same. If you crash any node or you want to add, just add node, start service. Automatically it will get synced.
Okay, great.
Even in Patroni also same for Postgres.
Okay.
Only traditional features like Postgres or MySQL replication does not support. Obviously, we need to take the backup from the scratch and restore there, like do some configuration step, change replication or start standby. All the stuff it will be there. From the scratch, we have to rebuild.
Yeah.
That is, we'll call it the rebuild, right? Rebuild slave or rebuild replica. We'll call it.
Yeah, replica.
Yeah, rebuild is very easy. Just remove the data directory, start service.
Wow. So it will be automatically synced by incremental changes, right?
Yes, full sync first time, then incremental sync.
And full sync is being performed from some physical backups, or is made internally by MongoDB?
Internally only. Internally, just you can
Okay,
monitor
okay.
the logs. We have to monitor the logs.
Okay. So, what if our MongoDB replica set size is more than 5 TB? So, how much time it will take to sync up the new node, replica set node?
Here, as I observed, in 5-6 terabyte data, it will take 40 based on your available memory, like RAID levels. Everything depends on your architecture itself. But based on that, approximately it will take 1 hour, 45 minutes. Like this.
Depends
1
on
hour,
your
45 minutes. That's really fast then, because
it is.
Because whenever we are configuring such a node in MySQL specifically, it will really take ample number of time, because we have to clear the predex first, then we have to restore the backup, then we have to keep track of the binary log changes, then we have to sync them with a master node. So definitely
it's very good feature. Replica set is very good. Automatic failover, that is very interesting concept. Like a rebuild slave or adding new slave, it's very good actually compared to other databases.
Okay, great.
That it's supporting committed edition itself. We don't need to take any enterprise license for these features.
Okay.
So almost all features, including AI or vector data, everything is supporting committed edition itself. Only the thing, when we can go with enterprise edition, like you want to use as a Reddy, I want to store the data in memory, or advanced auditing, or I need monitoring tools, backup tools, production support. Then only few people they might go with enterprise edition. But committed edition itself, it is sufficient actually. It is supporting almost all features.
Okay.
Even Ops Manager, Atlas also basic features it is supporting. Like you want to monitor replica set, sharding, it is supporting. Like open source itself supporting.
Okay.
Replica set and sharding, these two are availability concepts. We'll take 3 nodes, 1 primary, 2 secondary, CR arbiter, hidden replica, delay replica, priority concept is there, quorum concept is there. It's very easy, and it's administration part is very easy actually. It can be sharding or replication is very easy to understand. Sharding is very big concept. Here, routers is there, config server, SATs. Okay. So it's minimum, as I mentioned earlier, it is minimum 10 servers, minimum, that is minimum architecture. So both will discuss in practical, okay? When we have multiple operating systems here, more than 4, we will use.
Okay, great.
And especially in 8.3, downgrading also they're supporting. Suppose if you 8.2, 8.3, if you upgraded, or 8.0 to 8.3 also they're supporting. Even you can downgrade to 8.2 or 8.0. Downgrading now they are supporting actually. You upgraded to 8.0 to 8.3, even you can downgrade to 8.0 or 8.2. So downgrading also have included in this session. So we are going to discuss downgrading also. Compass is a GA tool. So can use on Windows. So mostly we'll use on in Windows only. So dynamically you can check the replica status, sharding status, or you can perform small administration tasks using this tool. It's similar like a GA tool. Even you can use enterprise tools like DBA. DBA is popular in the market. Enterprise edition, it will support MongoDB. That is universal tool. Performance tuning and optimized tips. Then Ops Manager. So still legacy application, banking domain, some still telecom domain, they are still using Ops Manager actually. Before Atlas, Ops Manager is a popular actually. Okay. That's what I included Ops Manager as well. This is also a few legacy and old applications still they are using Ops Manager. Atlas is cloud native. They are calling it as a multi-cloud PaaS service. So graphically, like AWS RDS, how can like a simple like graphically just click on and configure the cluster, monitoring, backups, everything. It is like graphically you can take. We'll call it Atlas. It's an enterprise edition, but anyway, trial version you can use. So daily 1 hour I will take. Okay, maximum 30 days it will take.
Okay.
Daily
and one more thing is, Raja, could you please confirm that like as the different cloud providers are in the market, so like in like AWS, which specific database name is being used in AWS like as a managed service, like in
That's
MySQL
right.
or Postgres. Yeah, they are using Amazon Aurora, MySQL, Aurora Postgres SQL. These kind of databases are many databases that are being provided by AWS. Which services for MongoDB?
MongoDB, there is no PaaS service as of now. That's what
Okay.
MongoDB Incorporation itself, they
I
have
think they have
started
document DB,
Atlas.
right? Doc DB, something they call it.
Document DB, that is different product from Amazon.
Right.
Cosmos
It's
DB for
not
Azure.
based on Mongo.
Their own product. See, Amazon, they have their own product, DynamoDB. For Azure, they have Cosmos DB.
Okay.
Those are different products, not equivalent to MongoDB.
DB as well, right? Dynamo is.
Document DB. See, but less features compared to MongoDB, Community Edition itself. Because I have migrated from Document DB to MongoDB, Document DB. Document DB having less features, but Enterprise Edition, PaaS service you can achieve.
Okay.
MongoDB do not have any PaaS service. Like take example, Postgres or MySQL, have AWS RDS. In Azure, they have a Azure Flexible Server. GCP SQL.
There is no PaaS service for Mongo.
Yes. That's the reason MongoDB Incorporation, they started multi-cloud PaaS service. We will call it Atlas. For cloud native, we have to use Atlas only.
Okay, great.
Those are different products. Okay.
So actually, the official managed service is the MongoDB Atlas, right?
This is the official service.
Yeah.
And there is no official PaaS service for MongoDB. Suppose I want to use MongoDB Community Edition, I need PaaS service.
Okay.
That option is not available actually. But MySQL Postgres would have it. So unfortunately for MongoDB, only Atlas. That is the reason most of the companies, banking domain, finance domain, they will use EC2 machines or GCP VMwares or Azure VMs. Okay? Because we do not have any PaaS service. Graphically, I want to maintain, obviously Atlas is the best. Equivalent, I need PaaS service means obviously Document DB or Azure Cosmos DB.
Okay. Reddy, could you please confirm that what specific feature make it unique, the MongoDB Atlas from MongoDB Community Edition? One thing is the obvious, and we have to manage this by ourselves in Community Edition. Which extra feature are being performed in being provided in the MongoDB Atlas?
Atlas is geo based, no? Similarly, without any knowledge, directly graphically can perform anything. Backups, restore, configure replica sets, adding, anything you can perform without any knowledge. It's everything graphical, right?
Okay.
That is graphical. Graphical you can manage, like simple RDS. RDS even without any knowledge, directly you can do anything, right?
Yeah.
Same. Right. It's like GUI based.
Okay.
You can take the backups, restore, you can configure, monitoring, everything graphically you can set up. Editing new features, like it can be auditing, monitoring, everything graphically can enable. You can perform any administrative operations graphically. Okay. Got it. It's like cloud native GUI PaaS service. Everything graphically you can manage. And the two Atlas is like multi-cloud. Suppose I want to deploy my cluster into AWS, you can deploy. You can deploy into GCP or Azure. As of now, 3 cloud platforms it is supporting by Atlas. AWS or GCP or Azure. You can deploy one.
From user perspective, it's seamless. User don't know which cloud platform is being hosted on, right?
No, we will aware, right? As a DBA, we'll be aware. Right? So graphically can check everything. Okay, so is there any specific option that we have to enable that we want to configure in AWS, on GCP or other clouds? That's right. Anyway, separate session is there, right? Here we are going to discuss about Atlas. Here we'll get clear. Okay. Got it. It's just simple. Graphically, it is open source only. Okay. I mean, trial version is there. Directly can download.
Okay, got it.
Atlas, it's a trial version, you can download directly. Okay. So we have to log in with Gmail, or can you log in to any email. Okay. Ops Manager also can download, even Atlas CLA, this one. Here. Atlas CLA you can use. Atlas CLA. MS installation is there. MongoCell. There are tools you can download. Underbad is in MongoDB Atlas. Here directly you can download, but you have to provide the name and then it is you can sign up with Gmail. It is cloud native Atlas.
Okay.
Here there will be 3 tiers. Okay. Anyway, we will discuss in detail here. Okay. There will be free tier also is there. Okay. Free tier directly can perform. There will be M10, M11 like that in AWS. Would you have right? Similar. They have their own M10, M11 like that, like Excel, small, medium like that. There na in AWS similar kind of here M10, M11 instances are there.
Okay.